Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Story Time with Grandma Pat. And today, our story is going to be The Garden, or My Garden. This is what it looks like, and it's by Henkes. You see a little girl there just kind of daydreaming, thinking about what she'd like to do. And this book was written for someone named Altie. I wonder who Altie is. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, and here she is, she's helping out in her mother's garden. There would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and blooming and never die. And here she is showing her garden with her flowers blooming and blooming. In my garden, the flowers could change color just by thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. And here we are with her flowers blooming and the different patterns. And if I picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. So the flowers would always be there. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be made of chocolate and I would eat them. And here we are. She's sitting there and she's eating the chocolate bunnies. If I planted seashells, I would grow seashells. And here she is. When we go to the ocean or to the water and we find a seashell, we put it up to our ear and we listen to hear the waves. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a big, fat jelly bean bush. And there she is, picking her jelly beans from her jelly bean bush. That would be fun because I like jelly beans too. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up, like buttons, umbrellas, and how about rusty old keys? She'd have a fun garden, wouldn't she? And it would be different from everybody else's garden. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. And here she is with all the birds and bees humming, and she's right in the midst of them. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. Oh my goodness. And here she is with her beach ball tomatoes. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars. And the strawberries would glow like lanterns. And here are her strawberries glowing like lanterns in the dark. I like her garden. What do you think? What would you have in your garden if you had a garden? It's night now, and only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it with dirt and pat it down with my foot. And here she is. She's planting her seashell. And like she said, who knows what's going to happen? Let's see. What are you doing? Asked my mother. Oh, nothing. Just working in the garden. That's her talking to her mom. But what did she just do? She planted a seashell. And let's see. Oh, it looks like the seashell is taking root and it's going to grow. So in her garden, her imaginary garden, she'll have seashells growing. What are you going to have in your garden? And here she is again. Our book is called My Garden by Kevin Henkes. That was a cute story. We all like to think about and imagine what things would be like. And that's what she did. And she told us what she would have in her garden. So what would you have in your garden if you had your imaginary garden? All right. Thank you, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed our story. See you next time.